Hey guys, Larry the Butcher here. Thought I'd give you an an update of the ongoing predicament that we're all in, that being COVID-19, and whatever else you want to call it. I had a customer yesterday. Actually, this is pretty. I don't know if it's funny. Apparently, I hit a button I wasn't supposed to. So I'm talking to a customer, and they're 6 feet away, and they're wearing gloves, and they didn't have a mask on. And we're talking away, and as they're leaving, it was a woman, she says, "Thank you for your service." And I'm like, I normally equate that with something in the military, and I haven't served. So I said, "Thanks, but I've never been in the military." And she goes, "Don't you feel like you're at war?" No, I'm just doing my job. It's what it is. We go through crazy times, and although this is unprecedented, we're just dealing with it. My department has had incredible numbers the last 4 weeks, and it's capped off with gains that I had prior to that, just because I focus on the customer and I focused on variety. So I've been watching a lot of videos about, the U.S. is going to have more in China, or they already have more in China, or whatever the case may be. And, I thought about it, and I looked at a map, and, if I had better technology, I would, pop it up. The U.S. has 10 times the population of Canada, and the main centers where COVID-19 is an issue in the U.S. are cities like New York and Chicago that are huge population centers. Toronto and Montreal are our only comparisons when it comes to cities like New York and Chicago. And those are cities with, 120-year-old mid-rises that have 120-year-old elevators and 120-year-old staircases that don't have ventilation. So I can totally see, and you know what? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll totally admit that. I can totally see someone in an elevator sneezing or coughing or breathing, and the virus sitting there and percolating for a few days. So maybe my mindset's wrong, but to me it totally makes sense that those major centers are going to have an uptick in COVID-19 cases. And I hope they all get better. Don't get me wrong, but I think the numbers are skewed based on population centers. And it's being interpreted to your advantage. And I don't quite think that's right. The numbers are numbers. If a city of 3 million will have more cases than a city of 20,000, I would think, and as a percentage, a city that has more people over the age of 75 will have more people at risk than a city that has no people over the age of 75, if any exist. So I'm driving home. I don't know, what do you guys think about these drive streams, as I'm calling them in my head? I'm actually thinking about starting a new YouTube channel called Larry's Drive Stream, where I just talk about whatever's on my mind for 5 or 10 minutes, and I get to deduct my trips to and from work as a business expense, because this is, what's this? This is considered self-employment. I want you all to be safe. Please stay 6 feet away from grocery store employees. Stay 6 feet away from everyone except those you are closest to. At which point, if you're lucky, you get as close as you can to them. Wash your hands. If you are sick, please, by all means, wear a mask. If you are sick, please don't go to work. Take your 2 weeks. You can't get fired right now. Oh, there's a doggy. You can't get fired at work right now anywhere in the West. So take your 2 weeks, or whatever amount of time it takes to recover. I saw a video by Midlife Crisis. I've talked about him before in these drive streams, where he's an emergency room doctor out of London, and he talks about the misconceptions of COVID-19. And it's like, if you're young, you're fine. And he says, no, that's not the case. And then he says that the median age of COVID-19 patients is 60. So my question is, what is considered young? 60 is like, in a modern sense, like I'm 49 and I consider myself middle-aged. My uncle just turned 95, so that kind of makes sense. So, is 60 young? Because, we all talk about how, that's so young to go through whatever. And yeah, you know what, it is. But, when I was my daughter's age, 16, 60 was old. 60 was really old. So, again, I think the demographics are being skewed. Like, I've heard that if you're over the age of 70, you're at a higher risk. And that's true. But I don't necessarily consider 60 young. I don't consider 49. 49 is much older than 19. And again, as I will reiterate, I'm not a medical professional. I am a grocery store meat manager who is just watching, people doing things right and people doing things wrong. And again, I am proud to do my job. I'm going to do it I'm off tomorrow. That's great. I'm going all over the place, aren't I? So, I guess that's about it for today. And as always, stay safe. Wash your damn hands. They're talking about, you can only wear your clothes once. Maybe that's a good idea. And, sanitize everything. Sanitize the crap out of everything. And I look at things that we touch in regular day, like the faucets in the bathroom. Should there be some wipes there for you to wash them before you touch them? I don't know. I am wearing gloves at work. I am not wearing a mask. I am not wearing gloves now. And I will not again until I'm back to work on Wednesday. Dude. Sorry about that. But that being said, I don't feel any of the symptoms. I thought I was for a few days, but I think it was just, exhaustion from work. And again, there's another thing, you can have symptoms, but it could be something else. Like if you're in a grocery store, if you're a department manager at a grocery store, you're pretty freaking tired. So it makes you wonder who has it and who doesn't. Every time you hear a cough, do you shiver in fear? Or I went to Staples the other day. I had to pick up some paper for the boys so they can have something to draw on. And the store was huge. It was probably bigger than my grocery store. They were allowing 8 people at a time, which really surprised me. And there was a guy beside me, and I'm like, it's interesting what it took to get us to be afraid of each other. And in a sense, it's true. Like we, 6 feet away from people. I was never really close to strangers, but 6 feet, and you're always taking a step back. And I think I'm going to go home and have a nap. So with that, as I've already said, be safe, be clean, take care of yourself and each other. That's Jerry's for you. Be well. That's Chubby and you. Like this video if you liked it. Share it if you think I'm a complete idiot right now, because I don't quite feel like I've been very professional or organized in this video. Comment down below. How are you dealing with it? Are you elderly? Are you having trouble getting supplies? You need help. Maybe someone was in the comments is willing to help, or perhaps me if you're local. Someone put a meme on that photo. Thank you all for watching. I love you. See you later.